Hello, everybody, and welcome to Final Show Films. I'm John, your executive producer here, and thanks for tuning in to watch or listen to whatever it is you're about to watch or listen to. In these trying times, we really do appreciate everyone that feels that we are worth their time, and we hope that we're able to give you something entertaining to while away the time as you spend it. We particularly want to thank those of you that feel like we're worth financially contributing to, particularly our $25 and up supporters on Patreon, who are Antitonic, Drevian Alexander, Cat Waterflame, Rowan Parker, and Samantha Bates. Yes, I read that off of the list. Thank you very much for supporting us. I know that in these uncertain times, finances are tough for everybody, so that you're willing to donate to us means a lot to all of us here, and we thank you. That being said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. And we're live.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to Lancer RPG campaign known as Perseus Endeavors. I am Cody, the GM for the game, and joining me today is John.
I'm John. I'm playing Oni, piloting the Vanguard pattern GMS Everett Mizuchi.
And Andrew.
Hello, I'm Andrew. I'll be playing Sparky, piloting the Sniper pattern GMS Everest Larimar.
And Craig.
Hi. I am playing Maw, piloting the support pattern Everest Homestead.
That's the first time you got it right. No, last time you said generic.
Well, that's technically actually, so I got it right last time.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, that is also accurate.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Valkyrie, piloting the command pattern Everest Regenleif.
And last we left off, our Lancers landed on the agricultural planet in search of, turns out, an envoy of the Undaran system that seemed to have been captured by somebody. They made brief contact and with both the envoy over radio and his supposed kidnappers. And a fight has broken out. A few of the mechs have been dealt with already, and we're still in the midst of battle. I believe we're at the top of the round, so whoever would like to go first, I believe it was
Yes.
Valkyrie. Wanted to go first?
Yes, I do. Because I have many things to do. This is where the name command pattern starts to come into play. So...
I also have to add, school started again this week where I am. John, you're not allowed to make fun of me this week.
My kids never stopped going to school. Because
my kids went back to school. I am teaching now, and D&D club is on again. So you're not allowed to make fun of me this week, John. It's been a long week.
You got all the full plates.
So I have not taken my initiative bonus yet, I believe, if I recall correctly. You were just watching the episode last, Cody.
Yeah, I caught the last bit. I don't believe anybody has anybody done the power up?
I've used mine.
I've done the power up. I don't think I've used the initiative trait, the once per scene, take a quick action as a free action.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I used mine on my last turn.
Yeah.
Because the music started playing.
I think I might have given someone Dominion Spreads in the middle of the battle.
Maybe.
Yes.
That's the one where if it's broken, it explodes into a burst.
Yes.
Yes.
You did, and it went off already.
Okay. But did I do that on my turn last? I don't remember.
I feel like you put it on somebody else.
I believe you put it on me because I believe it just shocked this thing that I'm standing next to.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I have used my initiative. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I barraged and then did that.
So, I am going to quick action lock on to the bull to put a lock on to put the lock on marker on it.
Okay.
Second quick action, I'm going to shift my drone over here to provide cover to them.
Okay.
Third quick action, I'm going to swing my charge blade at this drone with using the initiative bonus.
All right.
And I got 1 accuracy because I have my power up active. What does the shock from the shield do? Does it just give them impaired?
Creates a burst 2. All hostile characters caught within take 1 energy damage and must pass an engineering save or become impaired.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they already did that, and they are not currently impaired.
Cool. 1 accuracy.
That much I do remember from the last bit that I watched.
1. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
And so my charge weapon is 1d3 plus 3, so I'm actually going to roll 2d3 key 1 plus 3.
I'm just looking at the art for this.
Fuck that guy. 6 damage.
6 damage.
It's AP. It is a charge blade.
Yep. If that had armor, that would make a difference. But it's on its literal last legs. You chop off with that. You're able to actually damage a pair of the legs. To doesn't quite hinder its mobility, just makes it less a little bit maneuverable.
And then with my with another free action, I call back over at the Larimar. Sparky, finish this thing, she says, indicating the one she just hacked down, and I'll give you a leadership die.
Which one did you just hack down?
That one,
right
yes.
next to you? Okay.
The one that I just chopped at with the charge blade. And then I put a lock on the one in front of you, so you can consume that on your turn to break it in the face.
Good.
All right. This is why I'm called the command pattern. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. So there's that. And just remind me, because for whatever reason, my CompCon is not updated. Or wait, no. Actually,
not updated because we don't.
Is Sparky the only one that's taken damage?
I've taken a bit of damage. I have not taken any.
What is? Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, because right now it shows Sparky at 13 out of 15.
I'm at 11.
I'm at 4 of 15. We should be tracking on our tokens, but I don't think we have them.
No, I was just checking that too. You're at 11.
Yeah, I'm at 11 of 15.
Ma has not been damaged, I believe. Okay. All right.
Homestead is sitting pretty.
All right. So that is the end of Valkyrie's turn.
There we go. The green bar is my hit. Blue bar. Red bar. My repair capacity.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Make the red bar my
5, 6, 7. Yeah. So the bull in front of you, Mizuchi, all of a sudden sees the Regan leaf tear into the scout and quick feints like they're going to charge after the Regan leaf, and then they turn and pivot on a dime and then push 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then rocket forward.
I will note that because they started moving while in his space, he gets an Overwatch.
His movement ignores engagement.
Oh, does it? Never mind. Then.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
But does it provoke reactions? If it ignores engagement, that just means that he can move through people.
Let me check real quick.
Yeah, because Overwatch is a
Actually, no, he's not going to turn pivot. He's just going to barrel straight forward. But you do need to make a hold check.
Can he
at plus one difficulty.
Can he ram targets that are larger than him? Because while grappling, which I was previously, I count as at least one size larger because we're the same size. Because of my synthetic muscle netting. which normally you can't ram through enemies that are.
I don't think this is a ram action.
Yeah, no, it's not a ram. He's actually leveling the horns and impaling you. So he's actually going to push straight back. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going to use his full. So you need to make a whole save at +1 difficulty.
If I add my hull to that.
I believe so. Yeah.
Do I add my grit to that as well, or just my hull? Plus my hull.
I think grit gets added to all of your saves and ability checks, I believe.
Yeah. So yeah, the line of like, so there's a lot of things that allow you to move without getting Overwatch. Will say ignores engagement and does not provoke reactions. If it just says ignores engagement, that just means that anything that would trigger for them being engaged doesn't. But because they started a movement while within threat, they still trigger reactions.
Okay.
So
yeah, it still triggers a reaction.
I will hit it with my axe after I make this hull save. I'm trying to figure out what I need to do to make.
Yeah.
And my grit
so
and my
yeah,
hull.
1d20 plus, yeah, your grit and hull.
Grit is not on. Okay, so, and then minus 1d6. But I also get +1 accuracy on all attacks, checks, and saves right now because I'm powered up, so I cancel out that difficulty.
Okay.
6.
You fail, so you are dragged with them, and now you're both grappling each other.
It does, and it doesn't have any penalties because I counted. I don't know if it just. I don't know what the ability is. I don't know if it says anything about like.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything relating to size.
Yep.
It just says if it passes through or adjacent to a character,
Do I take any
they
damage
need to
from
make
that?
a save. Yes, you take 2 kinetic damage, and that is it.
Down to 250. And I use my Overwatch to smack it in the face.
Yep.
My chain axe. +1d. 10 hit it.
10 just hits it.
Oh, I found out the reason why the ignoring engagement thing is important is because if you at any point in your movement become engaged with a creature that is larger than you, you stop moving and lose any unspent.
So
movement.
there's the answer.
Yeah, that's why.
So it doesn't matter how big it is.
Got it.
Or how big size difference, at least for this guy. Let's see. So 6 damage.
Yes, 6 damage.
Okay.
From the chain, just ram the chain axe into it.
That same slight blue plasma-ish shimmer just before you hit sparks across as your axe lands. That was their move. Now they're going to, yeah, they're gonna, while he's got you on the horns, he's gonna reach up and he's holds you with one arm and then brings the other one around. The hand flips over back into that cannon and he's gonna unload a metal slug into you. Actually, it's range.
Although, was that the impale?
Yeah, it was.
I believe impale's a full action.
It's just an effect. of their movement.
It's a cataphract, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a system recharge on a 6-up full action to do the.
Okay, yeah, then never mind.
Which wouldn't trigger a reaction because it's an attack rather than a movement, but.
All right, that's its turn then.
All right. Those watching, we're all still learning.
Very much so.
Right. This is one of the things that it's one of the things that I'm really glad because, especially as a GM, this system is built on perfect information. Like everyone knows everything that's going on the battlefield, so the ability for multiple people to check what's going on is really useful.
And I only have one monitor right now, so all my windows are a little bit smaller, so everything's condensed. I'm still waiting for my second monitor because it died. But all right, so who wants to go next?
Me.
Okay.
Being the one currently being impaled.
Oh no, never mind. Yeah, it would have still triggered that Overwatch attack because the trigger is a hostile character starts any movement, including boost and other actions inside one of your weapons.
And the impale is a move.
Oh, you also take Mizuchi. You take 2 burn.
That do.
Or 2 heat.
Oh, I
2
take
heat, not 2 burn.
Well, I overheat. What happens when you exceed your heat cap?
So you take 1 system strain, which is going to be your reactor. Your reactor stress goes down by 1.
Ooh.
And then you roll on the reactor table, which is
1d6.
Yeah.
A d6, I believe.
Power plant d6. Mech's power plant has become unstable, ejecting jets of plasma. Your mech is exposed until you take action to remove the condition.
Okay.
My heat goes back down to 0.
Conditions exposed. Where's exposed?
You take double damage from everything except for burn damage.
Oh, it's a status. Okay,
yeah.
There we go.
It's
Double
a bad
damage.
one.
Yeah.
Kinetic, explosive, and energy sources.
Expo.
All right.
Cool.
It is
cool.
your turn.
Yeah. Garage.
Okay.
Pair of axes. The chain axes rev up.
Who cares
All
if
right.
I'm exposed as long as you're dead?
Exactly. I wish I could hit.
Do you have the have you consumed the lock on already?
Oh, I have not. What happens when you
consume the
lock
lock on for an accuracy?
Oh.
You get an accuracy.
So one of them hits.
Hang on.
That's a 26, so...
So that'd be a.
Yeah.
So that'd be a.
That'd still be a 9 then.
That'd be a. Well, no, it'd be another accuracy. Oh no, yeah, so it'd still be a 9. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Okay.
No, 9 misses.
So it
26
takes.
does though.
So
26 definitely.
reliable for 2 damage. So it still takes the 2 damage.
Okay.
Can we question? Can I arrange these so that the 26 hits first?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because the 26 applies the shredded condition for the rest of my turn, which means it doesn't get any armor against any of my damage.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So the reliable 2, it takes just flat 2 damage, and it's shredded, so it doesn't get any of it. And that's a crit, so I get to roll the damage twice and fire 1.
Yep.
A1. 6 damage.
All right.
2
6
and
damage.
6 makes it 8 damage, no armor. As I just
And then your turn ends and it gets
rev these chains into it.
Yeah, that same slight blue shimmer pops right on the back, but as it's kind of flailing you around, you have its whole back is exposed in front of you, and you slam the axe down into it, and the chain starts. It hits that Slight shield, and then it just starts tearing into the back gears and everything like that.
Although, yeah, someone should get next to that and start hitting it.
Is it still alive?
Because it's a cataphract.
It is definitely still alive.
Okay, I'm going to overcharge.
It is very... Okay.
So, well, hey, before you do that, the perfect information that I mentioned is really important because it allows us to make tactical calls.
Okay.
The thing about the cataphract is it has the point defense shield, which is it has resistance to all damage from the closest hostile character. If multiple characters are equally close, this effect does not apply. So the person who the cataphract is on is not going to be able to hurt the cataphract.
Yeah.
You can hurt it, but you deal half damage with everything. So burning yourself to get another attack is not going to help as much.
It's up to you.
You can deal 1 more damage if you miss. The cataphract doesn't even have any armor.
More damage is still more damage.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have any armor.
Oh, wow.
But, yeah.
Getting another D. No, I'll save it for the next time it decides to run around with me attached to its face.
Okay. All right, so that's the end of your turn. The scout is still alive. Surprisingly.
Oh, the one that's on me, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one that's near you. Not so much on you. They are going to turn and fire. Yeah. You watch as a little bay opens up on what would be the small of the back of this dog-like looking mech, and a little missile silo pops out and fires. Let's see. I need to roll. Oh, it only fires 1. But it fires a core worm rocket at you. You know exactly what this is.
Yep.
And let's see.
Is it an agility save to avoid it? Or is it just trying to hit me?
No, they just automatically hit. If I'm reading this correctly. Is any character within line of sight and range 10 begin drilling into the target's cockpit.
Where's the data on is it core worm?
Yeah, core worm rockets.
Is it 2 words?
Yeah, core worm is 1.
All right, core worm. See if I can. There we are. Core worm rockets. Here we are. Pirates. Yeah. Yep. 1d3 miniature drones attach themselves to a character in line of sight and begin drilling into the cockpit.
So, yep. Let me roll.
Yep.
You do know how long they'll take. They'll take 4 rounds before they reach your cockpit. In that time, you can attempt to remove them.
Yep. It's a systems or engineering check.
Yeah.
Versus the save DC of the scout.
So actually, whoever goes next doesn't need to get next to. Y'all can just unload on it from.
Yeah. Like the gun, like as either gunners can just unload on it from a distance, or a second melee person can get up next to it.
I've got a plan.
I conveniently brought it within range of all your weapons.
Well, it brought you within range of its weapons, but semantics.
We're holding on to each other. We brought each other.
You guys are just doing the boxer hug.
Yeah.
All right. That's not what I wanted to do. That. Oh wait. Yeah, this just says that it's an effect. No, not that. Used. Oh, yep. That's a full action. It is going to attempt to 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gonna try and move away from me.
6. Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna try and hit it with my charge blade.
How fast can this thing?
18 hit it.
18 hits it.
Oh, would that I had the marathon bow.
Take 5 damage.
And as it turns to run away, you watch as a slight shimmer. Come on. There we go.
It is
A
18,
slight
yeah.
shimmer begins to envelop it, and it starts to disappear, but you cleave right through its back, and it's split in half. And it is no longer moving. So
It's a good thing I'm a black thumb. Because fun thing about core worm rockets, they just try and kill the pilot, but if I'm not in the cockpit, they can't kill me.
yep. They are still active though, so
Yeah.
who wants to go next?
Well, either of us could. There's one guy left.
Yeah, probably. How messed up is your mech, Sparky?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I have not taken any damage. I've taken like a tech attack, but that's it.
And you can return that leadership die to me as a free action because it no longer applies.
Indeed.
I'm the one with horns shoved through my chassis.
And bits are starting to melt off from the inside. There's definitely a slight fire. What's that?
I said, you want me to pin it down so it can't run off again? And then let's do this in character. Over comms. You hear Maggie say, Sparky, you want me to pin that thing down? You pick it off.
If you like.
Right. She'll spin up her heavy cannon, I guess, and the assault cannon, and I will fire both. But I'm going to use my heavy gunner.
So you're using the assault cannon?
No, I'm going to use I'm going to use heavy gunner as a quick action with the howitzer. Choose a character within line of sight and range of one of your heavy weapons.
Okay.
Within 10 spaces. They're impaired until the start of your next turn. And then as a skirmish action, I'm going to just fire with the assault cannon. Actually, I can aim as a skirmish action and then fire.
If you're firing your howitzer, you have to do that first.
Well, no, the heavy gunner quick action is just sort of a mark. It's like
they're
impaired. They're impaired until the start of your next turn. For the duration, if they move more than one space, they clear impaired, but then they get to fire the heavy weapon.
Okay, yeah, no, I see it now.
It's not just sort of. I mean, the way I've been picturing it is the mech. If you're firing, full on firing and trying to kill somebody with it, the mech has to sort of settle and brace itself.
Yeah.
This is just Homestead is sort of walking and spraying just a fuck ton of lead
downrange.
Yeah.
All right.
So trying to stop this thing from moving around. So but aiming is a skirmish action or no?
No.
Okay. So I'll use the assault cannon.
Yeah, like the trait is called covering fire. You're basically just laying down as much fire as you can, and if they move, then they get shot.
Yeah, I will move over here so I am adjacent to. I apologize, Andrew. What's your mech's name?
Laramar.
Okay,
specifically
so
Laramar
the
too.
Homestead is next to Laramar with the shield, I will, with my other quick action, I will cover Laramar with the shield.
Okay.
And unless you have anything else, that brings it around to me.
I'm rolling the attack with the quick action.
Oh, right.
18 hits.
It'd be a 19 because you do have your crit bonus. But yeah.
19 is not a crit, so it doesn't matter.
Always remember to add your grit, though.
I thought it was a -1 for something. I think that's something I'm just remembering from last time. Some other effect. And then that does 1d6 plus 2. Three.
What's the What's the +2 from?
It's the damage the assault cannon does.
Oh, so you're using the assault cannon rather than
Yeah.
assault rifle. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, because I remember one of your guns being reliable, but that's just a regular assault rifle.
No, that's also the assault cannon, but I have to spend an action to spin it up, which I didn't.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think it's still spun up, but it's reliable 3 anyway. So. So it's 3 damage one way or the other.
Okay. What does slow do?
I think basically once Homestead starts firing, it just kind of keeps going.
All right. So 3 damage.
Like any of the Homestead is a heavy gear mech. It's just the ones that just have the big fucking guns and just fire.
Yeah.
That was a good game. It deserves a re.
Do you roll 2d6 or just 1d6?
Just 1d6.
No, for structure damage. I'm trying to.
It's the number of d6s equal to the structure that you've lost.
Okay. So...
Counting the one that you just lost.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, another heavy gear game? Yeah.
I get heavy gear and armored core confused.
Heavy gear was a first-person shoot.
Also, I love the heavy gear mechs because they skated everywhere.
Okay, one up.
Oh yeah.
Or armored core was a tactics.
So as you're just slowly walking forward and unloading lead onto the flank of the cataphract in front of you, you watch as part of, or one of the bullets that you fire downrange hits it kind of in the forearm, top of the forearm, and doesn't look like an important part, but then there's a muted detonation underneath, and the top half of the armor on that arm blows off, and something exploded off of it.
It lost one of its weapons, I'm assuming.
Yep. The fun one.
It lost the ram cannon. Fuck
Nope.
that guy.
Nope.
Oh.
I was waiting for one of you guys to try to fly, and now you won't.
Oh,
well,
okay.
now you can.
Well, now we can fly without. Now we can fly without fear.
Yes.
I flew right to it, so it's like I'm the only one
yeah,
that flies.
it's not a reaction that it can use. It's a quick action. It can fire an electrified bola.
I'd lost the bola.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that.
Yep. That is the end of Maw's turn. Sparky, you're up.
Before I do anything, I have a question. I can't, if I want to barrage, I can't break up my movement between the two attacks, can I?
You can move while you're attacking. That's how I close gaps.
There is a specific thing about breaking up your movement in your attacks. Anytime a character voluntarily move, whether it's a standard move or something else, they can split up their movement with any actions. However, when they do this, any non-movement actions they take must fully resolve before they continue moving. For example, a mech with speed 6 move 4 spaces, barrage, and then move 2 spaces. However, it would need to complete the full barrage action.
Yeah, you need to do the barrage and then move. You can't break it up.
All right.
Close the distance because of Hunter then.
Well, you can move barrage move, but you can't like move one attack of barrage move second attack of barrage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I could do that, I was going to use the bolt nexus, then move in and inflict some stabbages upon it. That never gets old. But I can't do that, so I'm just going to stay right where I am and fire the 2 weapons I can.
Stabbages.
The first will be my Bolt Nexus.
Okay.
You force lightning the bull.
19, I believe, hits.
It does.
Cool. It takes 1 energy damage, and I can now track it wherever the hell it goes.
Is your bolt lightning? What does your bolt your bolt swarm look?
I honestly have no idea.
I just
Not
pictured it
something I've
being
thought about
like
at all.
just based on the description of it. I pictured it being like force lightning, like you hold out a hand and because it does energy damage.
I'm imagining it a little bit more like the 80s Predator laser that gets fired out of the shoulder cannon, like that.
The shoulder cannon, like that little ball of plasma.
Yeah, the little ball of plasma. It's a little bolt of superheated
Wait, hang on. I've got it.
munition.
A Nexus is specifically something that makes a lot of drones.
Yeah, like
so,
nanobot swarms. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is, Sparky just holds up one free hand, and this like long staff coalesces in the hand. And she slams it on the ground. Then it dissipates and like swarms the cataphract.
You just pull out the staff, and the staff turns into a cloud of nanobots.
Slam.
The staff is now nanobots. Yeah, it was always nanobot.
And then I'm going to shoot it with my Silver Lance prototype weapon.
Go for it.
Plus 1d6 because it's got smart, or because it's got tweaked optics, and it's a smart weapon.
Is this a main weapon?
Yes, it is a main weapon.
All right.
And because it's smart, it's going against their E defense rather than their evasion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that hits.
Mark off another use of that. That is 7 explosive damage. As a tiny pinpoint targeting laser zeroes in on the bit that Homestead blew off.
All right.
And then there's another small explosion in that arm.
There definitely is. You can see that the trio of manipulators on the end of it you can see that they're struggling to function. That brings it to the end of the round.
And now your bolt nexus has reliable threat. You just go 3 damage.
Yep.
Check something real quick.
So your reactor damage inflicts statuses. Structure damage breaks thing. I've discovered.
All right.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Who wants to go first?
Me.
That's 2.
So I can repair myself before I get hit.
Yeah.
Because if you guys don't kill it, I'm going to take a bunch of damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to stabilize.
You get to do 2 things.
I will cool the mech, resetting the heat gauge and ending the exposed status.
All right.
And I will reload
No
all
longer
weapons with the loading tag.
Okay.
I can't heal from the damage, but I can heal from the exposed.
I mean, you could do either of those things rather than both of them.
Yeah, I can't.
And unfortunately, even if you restored all of your HP, being vulnerable to all of damage types would be bad for you.
Yeah, that.
No, I would have 15 hit. I would have
So-
15 hit points instead of 2, though.
I mean, maybe you want to do that at that point then, because the cataphract's damage is fixed.
Actually, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because its damage is fixed.
So you're
at
still
5.
exposed?
Hang on. Undo. Let me undo.
There is a.
Yeah, but the button won't let me actually hit it. There's a little undo button, but it won't let me undo it.
Huh.
Add the exposed status. Stabilize.
I have it marked on mine.
And one hit. Well, that's because we're updating different things, Cody.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying I have it marked in case.
I have spent my repair down to 3 out of 5 repair capacity as I'm back up to 15 health.
Yeah. Because like the Cataphract's attack damage is fixed at 5, so
and I can brace.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, the Cataphract is going to go now. If that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
And yeah, he is going to. Well, let me see. Need to.
Does not recharge its impale.
It does not.
Good, because it was
So.
very hit me.
Oh no, it's locked in.
I
With
mean,
me. It would have to disengage from the grapple, and I'm grappling it.
oh right.
Can't hit anybody. I mean, well, it can
Yep.
shoot at it. Gun.
So let's see. So it's gonna slam you back down on the ground while you're still impaled on its horns and move 2 spaces to the other side. So you take 4 kinetic damage as it tramples over you.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Resistance to all damage I take. So
So
it
you
would
take
have been
the base
doubled.
2 damage instead of the 4.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been doubled, but I'm resistant.
Yeah. And then he's gonna unload his ram cannon on you. So
So all, in addition to that, all attacks against me have plus difficulty.
okay.
Also, it's impaired, and because it just moved 2 spaces, it clears the impaired condition, but gets shot. Because that was what Craig's covering fire was for.
Yeah. Fire the howitzer.
Yeah, fire it.
I think it just takes damage.
Yeah,
I don't think I have to roll.
Hang on, let me check.
If it moves, they clear and pierce. Oh no, you may attack.
You have to. Yeah, you may attack as a reaction.
Yeah, you make the attack and it deals half damage.
It says for half damage, heat, or burn.
So whatever it deals half.
Yeah.
Of it.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, if you would have done heat or burn.
All right.
Fire your howitzer at it.
Yes. Okay. +1. It's 13.
That hits.
Okay.
Suck on this.
Now, do I roll damage and then divide, or do I
just
divide?
roll damage?
Just roll the damage and then I'll adjust it.
Roll damage as normal.
What? Okay, you want to know how tired I am? I just misspelled roll. 10.
So 5 damage to it. Suck on it.
And it is.
What was this with? The howitzer?
Yeah, it's with the howitzer.
Okay.
So it's explosive damage, and something else good happens. It's immobilized until the end of its next turn.
Oh yeah, because you have rank 2 of heavy gunner.
Yeah.
And stay there.
Yeah. You hit it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go for it.
I just over external comms. Maul says, "And you idiots, we all could have been having a drink."
All right.
Sit and stay.
You tried with the liquor.
All right. Oh, really?
To be fair, because
To be
you rolled those
fair.
because you rolled those both the same, it doesn't matter. But the accuracy and the difficulty would have canceled each other rather than both adding and subtracting.
I think the way that I'm going to do it is even if there's one of both, you roll them both because the accuracy or the difficulty might be higher than the other.
I mean, the way it's
Unless it
mechanically
says-
written is,
Yeah, no,
is that they cancel
it
each other.
removes them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then never mind.
Accuracy and
It's
difficulty
6 anyways.
removes it. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
like the accuracy and difficulty is a numerical scale of plus to
Okay.
minus.
Yeah.
So you either have +2 accuracy to -2, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And it slides
All
back
right.
and forth. So, but a 6 misses.
Yeah. 6 misses.
It's like advantage and disadvantage, but it's
I feel like-
cumulative rather than.
It
Yeah.
got
This
hit,
does stack.
it
Yeah.
got hit. It got hit by the howitzer, and one of the legs dropped down to the knee, and so the ram cannon got shot off course and hit the ground.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just
It
still-
was aimed right at your midsection, and then it got hit in the knee, and it just goes down for a second, and then blasts right into the ground. And that's when it just straight up just headbutts you into the ground. So that is their turn. They're immobilized.
I just pull the heads together as the heads of the things are faceplate to faceplate. I'm just over external comms. That's right. Keep looking at me, you ugly motherfucker.
Right. Yeah, you don't hear anything from the other side. Who wants to go next?
It doesn't really matter what order we go in, but I'd like to try and get this shit off me if I can.
Yeah, you can hear slight grinding, and those of you outside can actually see what looked like sort of like a centipede that got fired out. It latched on and clamped onto near the cockpit, and then has been wriggling. But then as soon as it started drilling in, the entire bit that was dangling off and wriggling straightened out and started boring into the Regan leaf.
So first off, I'm going to overcharge to try and clear this without wasting my 2 actions.
Okay.
So it's
If you're powered up with your hyperspec fuel injector.
I can boost as a free action, but that's not what I'm
Oh,
looking
it's just
for.
a boost, right?
I just take 1 heat because it's my first overcharge. So 1 heat. And then I'm gonna see either engineering or hull, was it?
I think engineering or
Systems or engineering?
systems.
Systems or engineering, okay. Those are both the same for me. So I will go ahead and roll a save. What's my DC?
Let's see.
It doesn't matter. I think I made it.
Yeah. Yeah, you made it. So you... Oh. Craig's camera just...
Yep.
He's relocating.
I'm relocating.
Okay, relocating. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to
just-
give everybody motion sickness while I'm moving the computer around.
All good. So yeah, let's see. So how did you get rid of this?
All things considered, because this is a let's see, do I have? Yeah, it does have probably still the hardware for the drone swarm that is not currently active on it. because it's currently being because the slot in its power supply that would normally be powering my drone hive is currently powering my rifle. I feel like as a systems check, she sort of like very quickly reroutes power from the rifle to the drone swarm to just eat the thing off and then turns it back to the rifle.
Yeah. So anybody watching see the Cyclone rifle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody watching sees the Cyclone rifle powered down, lose what little lights that were on it, and then you watch as the core worm rocket begins to disintegrate from the tail end down to the armor, and then in kind of like a bit of metallic liquid just kind of washes over and then goes behind the carapace of the Reagan Leaf.
And then switch power back to the Cyclone rifle, and then I'm going to use my remaining 2 actions for a full action so that I can stabilize and reload my rifle.
Okay.
I don't think we actually have perfect information, William. Because if we did, then scan would be pointless as a quick tip.
No, it's actually you get to tell what its current like.
Because when you scan, you learn to scan, choose a character or object within sensors in line of sight, then ask the GM for one of the following pieces of information, which they must answer honestly. Your target's weapons, systems, and full statistics, hit point, speed, evasion, armor, mech skills, and so on. Or one piece of hidden information about the target, such as confidential cargo or data, current mission, the identity of the pilot, and so on. Or generic or public information about the target that can be pulled from an info bank or records, such as model number of the mech. Any information gathered is only current at the time of the scan. If the target later takes damage, for instance, you don't receive an update. So we shouldn't have perfect information.
Yeah.
Close your bestiary.
Well, no, because all of the information is publicly available. Like, whether or not we know that it is a cataphract is separate from we know what a cataphract is.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you guys would know basic mech, like, chassis.
But that also requires
you'll have
to scan. Yeah. Because, like, scanning gives you generic or public information.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, because that's like if you have nothing else to pull, you can get the generic stuff like this is from this model and so on and so forth. Yeah. The real purpose of the scan is to tell, rather like you already know it's a cataphract. The purpose of the scan is to tell what optional systems it might have, like the electrified lasso or the core worm rockets or the electrified bola. But everyone has access to the knowledge of what a cataphract is baseline.
Yeah, but we don't have perfect information because we don't know exactly what this thing is.
Yeah.
But we do know, for instance, where invisible things are on the map, even if we can't like hit them perfectly.
Yeah.
Because we know like their last known location at the very least.
That's what sensors are.
Yeah. All right. So you stabilize at the end of your turn. Correct?
Yes, I stabilize.
All right.
Oh, Sparky.
I clear my heat of the one heat that I had, and I reload my gun.
Actually, Sparky or Homestead, because neither one of you have gone yet this round.
Yep.
No, that was what Homestead just did, was to give it the covering fire.
Yeah, that was
and
last
shoot it with
round.
The assault cannon.
That was a reaction.
That was the assault cannon was
last
round
round.
is when
it's Sparky
Heavy
or
Gunner
Maul.
went. So yeah, Maul can go, either Sparky or
Yeah.
Maul can go.
Yeah.
Missed that, Craig. Sorry.
Muted.
You're muted in Zoom.
There we go.
Yeah, no, I was clicking the button and it wasn't going, so I was, I was gesturing at the computer, so it
Couldn't
could
quite
tell.
Saw that part.
So anyway, sorry.
No worries.
Sparky, would you like to go?
Sure, I can go.
Kill the thing.
Well, if I don't have many shots left in my silver lance, and my sniper rifle is currently not loaded, so I'm a little short on options.
I mean, I
I
can
think,
go. I just, it's up to you.
I mean, I think we can. I think both of us will be able to take it down rather than just one of us. So what I'm going to do is, I would like to overcharge, taking 1 heat.
Okay.
Using that action to fire the Bolt Nexus. This time, Sparky manifests the same Nanoswarm staff and raises it rather than slamming it into the ground. And once her arm reaches its full height, the swarm begins to dissipate from the top of the staff rather than the bottom. And I don't need to make the roll because it has reliable 3. So okay. three damage on the Cataphract.
And it doesn't roll damage, so it just doesn't matter if it crits or not.
Yep.
Nice.
It matters to some things like the Centimane talents, but I don't have those. And then I will also use my full action to stabilize, which reloads my rifle. And
all right,
and does nothing else because oh wait, I can clear my heat. That 1 heat I just built up.
So it takes 3 energy damage.
Yep. All right. End of Sparky's turn. You clear your heat.
I think the Bolt Nexus is very cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Let's see.
This electrified tether.
But that's me done.
All right.
Homestead. Kill it.
Pop more thematically than for any necessary statistical bonus, but I'm going to pop mag rounds into both the assault cannon and the mortar so that I hopefully don't do any collateral damage. And
mortar does blast, doesn't it?
Mortar has blast 1, so am I still gonna hit you if I do my if I do mag rounds?
What do mag rounds do?
Let's see.
It gains arcing and deals kinetic damage.
It still has the blast template though, so.
Okay. Oh, that just changed instead of explosive, right?
Yeah, it changes the damage type to explosive, and it allows it to fire over cover.
Yeah, I was hoping that would change the blast.
You don't have to center the Cataphract on the blast. You can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a fair point. Okay.
Yeah, you can position the blast.
Yeah, then I'm going to shoot directly at the Cataphract with the assault cannon, but I'm going to shoot 1 south of it with the mortar.
You mean north of it?
North of it?
North.
Yeah. 1 south of it is me.
No, I'm trying to kill John.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Finally, somebody is helping this guy. No.
Is it too late to change sides? These guys are jackasses.
Sparky pulls the charge blade.
Oh no, curse my sudden but inevitable betrayal. Dirty 20.
Well, fuck that guy.
That's still a crit. Doesn't matter if it's dirty.
Yep. So I'm going to tell you right now, how do you want to just absolutely destroy this guy because he had 1 hit point left?
I think she just again has been spewing cannons pretty much nonstop throughout this whole time, and while still with the 1 arm holding up the shield and providing cover to Sparky, she draws him down and over comm says, "Owen, darling, you may want to step back a bit if you can. If not, I'll try to shoot off all the bits that ain't most directly attached to you." And then just continues to open up.
The head of Mizuchi like looks down and turns a little bit, looking at the twin chain axes that are buried in this thing's shoulders, holding it face to face with the Mizuchi. I'm good.
And then I think that continues, and then a moment later, the bottom half is just no longer there.
Yeah. So right after you finish that, and you look down, your axes are buried into it. You're about to say, "I think I'm good." You see just a blast just rip through the side of this thing, and then you look down, and all that's left is on the other side. That there's nothing left on the other side of your axis. Just a little bit that's holding up the back is still there. The arms have gone limp. The head is still embedded in your torso, but nothing is moving.
So I lift up the chainsaws and it stays there because it's still embedded.
For a second, and then you hear a slight groan as it just slumps and falls out.
And I turn and look at the rest. So seriously, we should come up with some sort of name for the group, because it's really getting complicated with Dragon Raiders and SMC and...
The Regan Leaf kind of does a spin around the battlefield and kind of looks around. Anyone else feel like getting killed today?
Hello? Can you guys hear? Is anybody there? And it's the voice that you heard earlier.
Is that you, Envoy?
Don't we still have somebody who maybe materialize and I should again. Sorry.
Oh wait,
right, yeah,
right.
we have our guy who got phased out.
There's one person left.
I mean, again, sort of in character, Maul goes. Don't mean to rain on the parade, but I think we have one more guest who's going to step back inside just in a moment.
Right. Yes.
Cody forgot about him.
No, I didn't. He's doing other things.
Oh, did he just fuck off somewhere to run away?
Yeah, he fucked up. You almost killed him with one shot.
He doesn't have to phase back in at the same spot?
No. Okay. He straight up teleported to a different area.
Got it.
I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I thought he teleported into the future. Where the hell did I get that idea?
Because Horus mechs can do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Like
It's not unheard of.
He got blasted and he was like, "Fuck that!" I was like, "Fuck this shit, I'm out." Just
Yep. He pays the other people to die for him.
Well, Maul, you and
What?
Sparky keep an eye out for our missing friend, and Valkyrie and I will grab the Envoy.
Yeah, the Regan Leaf starts moving into the hole.
Don't you worry, hon, we're coming to peel you out. You sit tight.
Yeah, I don't. You hear over the radio. I don't. Are you guys nearby? I don't know what's going on, but I think they're leaving. The guards outside my cage just left after the radio a few moments ago.
Is this hole big enough for our mechs, or do we need to dismount?
No, it's big enough for your mechs. It's the same hole that the Grenadier came out of, so it's definitely big enough for your guys' mechs.
Headlamps on.
Well, we just handled the doorman. Valkyrie says over the comms. So if your guards just decided to fuck off, probably because they just heard us dismantling their security
I'm
outside.
gonna spend another repair capacity to exposed condition. Oh wait, no, I don't have to spend repair to do that. Stabilize it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'm going to stabilize and reload.
I will retract the swarm drone.
Coming in. I walk into the cave.
Yeah, Regan Leaf heads in first because I have the expanded compartment to carry our extra passengers. So.
You okay? You need to be patched up at all, or are you doing all right?
I'm fine. They just put me in this cage for the last few days. But yeah, you might want to get down here quickly. Let me change the map real quick.
Yeah, over internal channels, while Mizuchi and Reganleaf tromp off, Sparky just mutters to Moore, I don't like leaving them on their own. We should follow.
No, I know. We go over there. We make sure nobody's coming up, and then they get into trouble inside. We follow them in. What do you say?
Not ideal, but suitable.
We can go on inside. You feel better, huh? No problem.
That gets an eyebrow raise, but she doesn't say anything.
You're silent. You may be making some sort of facial expression, but I can only hear you over comms, so.
Yes, I know.
All right. It's So what you want to do? You want to go inside or stay outside?
I prefer to go in after them.
All right, then.
I like the idea that that mechs built in different areas of the galaxy have different control methods.
Yeah.
And so the control method for the Larimar includes eyebrow read, so that you can tell when you raise an eyebrow, and something on the face of the mech also raises an eyebrow.
I will have to remember that for my future builds.
Well, like I said, like the Mizuchi has that full body kinesthetic controls.
Meanwhile,
like the Jaegers from Pacific Rim, just the full suits.
More like the control systems from G Gundam, but yeah, similar.
The body
that
suit.
I haven't watched.
Similar.
Meanwhile,
to,
the Homestead is basically a lazy boy recliner and a steel battalion controller across the lap.
Yeah, like
yeah.
the Homestead
yeah.
pilots like a truck, like a semi truck. You know. You can't There's a bunk bed in the back and everything.
There is definitely a bed. Yeah, 100%. I mean, there's a reason she pulled out like a bottle of moonshine, because there's a whole goddamn shelf of moonshine in here.
Okay, definitely, because the Dragon Raiders mechs are gene coded to their pilots, because Umbra Draconis has nothing but gene tech on their hands. So the pilot system for the Dragon Raider is very Jaeger-ish, except instead of just having a bunch of handholds, it's just a bunch of cables that just plug into their arms and all across their spine.
In a stark contrast to the name of the system that Sparky came from, the Larimar is basically it's an unassuming mech. The only notable feature about it is that there is about half as many controls and a slot. And Sparky just plugs her robot arm into that slot.
So you've got another chair situation.
Yeah.
How long do you guys wait to join them?
Oh, Sparky probably wouldn't.
I do like the contrast between seated and standing pilot configurations.
And let me move you guys back to
you got the two long range that are sitting down and the two up close that are standing and jacked into their mech.
Yeah. Mags would be the last one in, but
yeah, I'll let you guys arrange yourself. Just don't.
Oh no, I'm not worried about placement. I'm just saying she's intentionally walking slower just to make sure that nothing's coming up on him.
That's about as far as you could go. That third layer, or third rung.
As you guys come in behind, look over my shoulder and overcoms. Well, I guess you weren't that worried about the invisible guy.
So, but it takes you a few moments. But as you guys descend into this base, the scene before you looks like a sort of staging area, and that's currently comprised or currently housing 3 corpses of the Tor Drakes that you've seen outside in various states of harvest. And as you from where you can see, you can actually see farther along the walls in various spots. 1 second. Like over in these bays over here, you can catch glimpses of what look like mech housing. And along these walls, you also see various other creatures, including some valley prowlers, not quite as large as the one that you guys encountered, probably about Mastiff or Malamute size, so fairly young, also in cages, and other larger valley prowlers and other creatures that you haven't encountered yet, also in various states of harvest and dismemberment. But as you guys descend,
all dead or some alive and in
the ones in the cages are still alive. The ones in the ground, or the ones that are on the tor drakes that you can see, those are just on the ground. There's nothing big enough for them to put them on something to harvest. The smaller creatures are on some sort of table or surface, but as you guys are surveying the scene, you are met by a handful of more oddly similar looking mechs. So, they pop up over the corpse of the tor drakes and level their rifles at you, but it's your guys' turn. So
over external comms, I'll go. We just killed all of your buddies, leaders, pals that were outside, and they were in better mechs than you are. You should probably just eject and leave.
Okay. Let's see. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Any bonuses?
And do you think anything would apply?
I mean, take control, kind of.
Yeah.
If that's
I've
the role-playing triggers.
Take control. Use force, violence, presence of will, or direct action to take control of something.
Okay, yeah. It's going to be fairly difficult.
8.
And yeah, no,
because I never roll higher than a 10.
Yeah, they level. Yeah, so you say that these two right here kind of look at each other, and then they turn back to you, and one of them actually, you hear a click, as what looks like they load an underbarrel grenade launcher.
Cool, killing it is.
All right, you asked for it.
All right, suit yourself.
Maw's cannon starts spinning up, and over external comms. Look, we had a long day already. We ain't got time for you pecker-headed looking fellers.
I will take the first initiative.
I mean, I would like to actually,
Okay.
Just so I can clear your path for you.
Go ahead. My job is to clear the path. I'm the Vanguard.
My original inclination was to compare them to Pyramid Head, but I don't think Maggie would get that reference.
That's an archaic story that from a time long ago.
So yeah, I'll shift over here and then just fucking blow this guy away with the cyclone gun.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Let me hit my combat tab so I know what I'm looking at here, because the cyclone has a bunch of shit. Because it has accuracy, accuracy, 1 crit. He's fucking dead.
Go ahead and roll.
66k3 plus 3. He's dead.
All right, that was number 1. Yeah, even he has armor, but that doesn't matter. So yeah, you run forwards and just unload. I'm assuming the cyclone.
Yeah, the cyclone repeater.
Yeah, and yeah, absolutely just demolish this individual. It did take most of the rounds to bring him down, but he went down.
It's just sort of stomp forward and just hold the trigger down until the gun stops firing and starts smoking.
Okay.
And then immediately I'm going to use my once per, because I'm assuming this is a different scene.
Yeah, this would be a different scene. It did take you guys a few minutes to actually descend down into this.
I will use my once per scene initiative to boost over here and get in this guy's face. Look, we told you we didn't have time for this.
All right, so that guy destroyed. That's the end of your turn. So you're just in his face. You didn't. That was your full action.
Yeah, I had to use a barrage to actually fire because it's super heavy.
Okay.
So then I just use my initiative to get a free boost to get
This guy up here is going to take a step forward, get some cover between you and that fucking rifle, and aim down range.
Is he firing at me?
No, he's firing at the group.
Okay.
So 1 second. Ah, damn it. I should have done that. Okay. Oh, well. Let's see. There we go. Now I can read that. Okay. So. He was aiming at Mizuchi.
And is exactly my evasion.
Okay. So you take 6 points of kinetic damage. And oh, hang on. Sorry. You take 10 points of kinetic damage.
The 3.
Yep. Let's see, and it's AP.
I don't have any armor anyways.
Though. Yeah. So.
I'll clear the way for you.
But they pretty much unload their entire clip on you.
Yeah, I did clear the way.
Look down at my already damaged chest. You're dead.
Yep, that's why I kind of shot at you, because you look the most fucked up. All right, but that is.
I would like to go.
His turn.
I would like to go before they move at all, because I can hit several of them at once.
Okay.
Yeah. Once Mizuchi actually takes that hit, Sparky just gets on the comm. I'll take care of that one if you two stop the back line from leaving.
In that case, Maul, go ahead.
Sure thing. Doodlebug, why don't you pound the hell out of those in the back? And actually the cockpit pops open as the as Homestead draws a line and opens up with the howitzer. Ma's going to come out with her mag clamps and actually jump over to Mizuchi and try to patch it up.
So ejecting is a quick action.
Mm-hmm.
Dismounting is a full action.
Unless you're a Black Thumb.
But I have, here's the thing. I have a CompCon. Can't the CompCon run the
Oh yeah, it can. It can. You can hand control over to your mech as a protocol, and your mech can do the job for you if you give it a task, and then you can do your turn while the mech does its turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm climbing out.
So you full turn dismount after activating the activating the CompCon as a protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the CompCon's job is currently barrage, so it's just going to do what it was told until it's done doing that.
Yeah.
But does it have to wait until another PC turn?
No, it goes on your turn. It's following your orders.
So
independently on your turn with its own set of actions.
So yeah, it's gonna barrage. So you can go ahead and roll those attacks.
Although I don't know if it gets to add grit because it's your CompCon rather than you.
Yeah.
So don't worry about adding the +1 you haven't been adding.
Natural 20.
Fuck him. He's so dead.
So that's a blast here. Sorry.
Blast where?
I'm sorry. I was still on the selection there. So that hits both of those guys.
Okay.
Is it a blast 2?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
My howitzer blast 2.
So, the thing about blast is you make an attack roll against each
On,
target.
on each of them. Sorry. That's for
also,
on the left. Go ahead.
They do have hard. No, not hardcover.
And this is arcing anyway.
Oh, so okay. So yeah, if it's
Fourth cover.
arcing,
And cover is drawn from the center of the blast.
yeah.
The other one's an 11.
I believe. Yeah, still hits.
So the first one, roll your damage twice and take the higher.
Yeah.
And the second one, just roll it.
That's what roll.
What's the damage on
40.
What's the damage on the?
Yeah. It's 2d6, but I'm trying to remember how to do that. So it would be
So you roll
4d6
4d6 and you take the 2 highest.
40.
So you can say if you want to put it in the code, it's 4d6 K1 or K2.
46
K2,
K2.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
K2.
what I was trying to say.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh, boxcars.
And for the
So
other
that's 12 points of damage to which one?
that's the one on the left.
This guy right here.
Yeah, the farthest one.
Okay.
And then it's
Fucked up, but still
If-
standing.
if it makes a difference, that was explosive damage. The other one takes 7. This one here.
That one here. All right. Let's see. Is this? Okay. All right. Yeah. Solid hits. They look. This one in the back particularly looks like it was heavily damaged. There are a few bits that look like they hit on the underside of the Tordrake over here, and so a few random viscera chunks fly off towards let's see, this direction.
Nice thing about being on the Lancer Discord. I am getting a rules correction from people who know a lot more about this than I do. The comp cons and NHPs do get to use your grit and your stats. They just don't get to use your talents.
Okay.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be able to climb out and say, Doodlebug, give me cover fire.
Yeah, they couldn't use covering fire for you.
And they wouldn't be able to switch the ammunition for the
From your
weapons.
specialized
It'd be
ammo
whatever
types, yeah.
whatever you had in it last. That's
Yeah.
what it would use.
Yeah, and I have reloaded mag into my assault cannon, which it's about to fire, but then I won't be able to reload that until I get back in.
Correct.
Which I'm going to use on this fella, the third one. He's the only one in range of the assault cannon. So I'm going to add a +1 then for the grit. That's an 8. Probably not going to do it.
No, that hits
Oh, okay.
for this one up here, number 2.
Which one was that again? Because you didn't ping.
The only one I haven't shot that's still alive.
Okay, so that one.
Yeah, the one that shot at you.
I figured that when you said the only one that was in range of the assault cannon, I figured, but
1d6 + 2. 6.
6 points of damage.
Apparently, the exception to that rule is the technophile NHP does get to use your talents.
Oh,
Because-
nice.
because you created.
Because the technophile is basically just a copy of you in your mech.
Yeah, once you get the enlightenment.
Once you get to
plus
enlightenment,
HP.
yeah.
That's great.
All right, that's Ma's turn.
And Maul is now outside, crawling around on the outside of Homestead.
Okay, let me. That's. I should have made pilot tokens.
Don't. It's okay. I'll put a little. I'll put a little tag on it to
It's all good.
find a little person on there.
We'll say that while you're dismounted. Why is- We use that. Dismounted.
Oh, okay.
Half in, half out.
Okay. Sure thing.
Let's see. So, Al. Number 4 is going to 1, 2, 3, 4 circle around to this side and fire into the Reagan Leaf's back.
I do have soft cover because I'm adjacent to someone.
Okay, so that's just
minus 1d6. Thank you, combined arms talent.
Keep forgetting to do that. All right. Let's see. D20 minus 6.
We'll let Sparky go.
Good thing too, because it's not a crit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Although they don't have, unless they have crit effects, they don't do crits differently. But still,
They're pirates. That's what I was saying. Remember when I said I forgot?
Oh right, yeah, they're
things?
pirates. They do get crit things, don't
yeah,
they?
they get crit bonuses that I forgot to apply last
good.
fight.
They don't get to this time.
Yep. But you do take 10 points of kinetic damage.
Ow.
Yep. And yeah, that's what he's gonna do. See a little light flare up on the top for a second, and that's it. And you hear over the comms after that mech stops firing, you hear over the comms, "That has got to be you guys, right? Please let that be you."
Yes, that's us.
All right. Yeah, who wants to go next? Sparky?
Yes, I have a question. This guy right here, the one on the top, does he have any form of cover against me at all?
Soft.
Okay.
He's using the Tordrake's corpse as soft cover.
Okay. I will steady aim as a protocol, so I become immobilized, and then I'm gonna actually, whoop, no, measuring. Perfect. I would like to barrage.
Okay.
Starting with the AMR against this gentleman here.
Fire away.
I've accounted for changes in accuracy and difficulty. So 13.
He is going to hunker down. So you hit.
Okay.
So what hunker down does?
Yeah. Does that have an effect on anything?
Not on you.
I believe it's basically the NPC form of bracing.
Yeah, he gains resistance to the damage that's incoming.
All right then.
That's what I keep forgetting to do.
Okay, so 10 damage, which is then half to 5, but it is still armor piercing.
Yeah. So.
Was that just for the hit, or is it all hit?
I
don't know if we can know.
Yeah, you're not quite certain.
Well, in that case, I will.
Actually, yeah, no, it's you saw that it lasts, I think, for the rest of the round.
Well, in that case,
it's triggered when an attack hits, but before the damage is rolled.
Who do I target as my second shot? I can hit either of those two. But you know what? No, I will use the Bolt Nexus targeting the man in the back that just fired at Reagan Leaf. Does he have cover?
Yes, soft.
Yep, it's just the target acquired profile that
It
has
would-
seeking?
I believe it is just for the attack that triggered it, if I'm recalling Hunker down correctly.
Oh yeah, no, it's for that attack.
Yeah.
Gain
Oh.
resistance to all damage from that attack. So
Well then. Oh, that changes things again. Indecision, thou art a heartless witch. You know what? No, we're gonna redirect the bolt nexus to the same target.
Okay.
So this.
I will say to add to your indecision, first hit only does 1 damage. The other guy has taken more
True.
because he took the big hit. He took the most damage off the house.
Fair. Yeah. Does that guy have cover against me from the?
They both have
Tordering?
they all have
yeah,
a soft
he
cover
has
from
soft cover.
Okay. Right. So that's just a.
Yeah, these are
minus
very
1.
large corpses.
All right. Yeah, I will go back to the original plan, which was to use the bolt nexus on that one. That just
Are those-
holds it in the face.
Are those technically size 3?
Yes, they are exactly
Yeah.
size 3. I am using those tokens that I saw somebody make.
So that's an 11, which
Hits.
okay, he takes 1 and becomes marked by my nexus.
Okay.
Target locked.
No, I'm going to hold on to my initiative. That's me done.
Okay.
NPC.
All right. NPC turn.
I believe the only one left is the one in front of me.
That would be correct.
Except that there are more NPCs.
Whatever gave you that idea? As
Past experience.
yep. You watch Mizuchi and Larimar, Mizuchi and Sparky, and
Mizuchi and Larimar was correct.
yeah, and Homestead. You can catch through this open corridor. You watch as another one. This one only has 1 arm and a rifle in it. Looks like it may have been mid-repair. But you see it stumble forward and lay its rifle on an actual cover barricade now that you look down there. And they are going to fire.
At who?
Actually, what's the range of this thing? The only one in range.
All right.
All right.
Can I yell something before they fire? If we can see
Sure.
them.
Yeah.
I've fed better than you to worse than these here in the cages. Why don't you leave that and just get the hell out of here? Otherwise, you kibble.
7, I'm assuming misses.
Yeah.
So,
Sparky just mutters, well, he answered, and he had his chance.
yep. So you
Raised the arm up and
still
bullets.
take.
Just out of curiosity, I figured I'd roll for it.
Oh,
Just to see
Yeah.
if, see if the intimidation.
there is a pause. There is a pause for a moment, and then you see the gun start to lift up, and then it just sets back down and fires.
Overcome. Oh, I'm going to give you to the big one.
So you take 6 points of kinetic AP.
So I go down to 0. Structure damage. Rolling a 1/6.
Is that your first structure
Excellent.
damage?
Yeah, that's the first structure damage.
I just remembered
Glancing
Maggie
blow.
Yeah, Maggie's on foot, so you just yelled that.
just yelling it through cupped hands.
emergency systems kick in and stabilize your mech. However, your mech is impaired until the end of your next turn.
Okay. So. Alright, that guy went.
Did
Oh,
John
he
just freeze
is.
for anyone else? Okay, never mind. You were sitting very still for a minute. You looked like you froze.
I am an actor.
Okay.
Are you a mime? What?
Thought Zoom had crashed, didn't
I'm
you?
an actor.
Nope.
Yeah, I heard that.
Alright, who wants to go next?
The only one left is Mizuchi.
Oh, yeah, that's
Actors-
right.
You have obviously not watched any old James Bond movies where why is the name suddenly escaping me?
John, I'm 800 years old. I've seen all the James Bond movies.
The first actor to play James Bond, whose name has just left my head.
Roger Moore?
Roger
The
Moore is not
actual
the first
James
actor
Bond?
to play James Bond, no. Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
Where Sean Connery had to
Right.
pose as a wax dummy while fighting, or no, had to pose as a rubber mask.
Again, not sure that's Sean Connery, admittedly beloved actor. Not sure that's what he is remembered and beloved for.
Well, no, I'm just no, I was saying like the ability to hold body parts still is not just a mime talent.
Anyway, so does that it takes oh wait, yeah, no, so you're just impaired for your until the end of your turn.
Yeah,
So it's your turn.
until the end of my next round. Which means I have a +1 difficulty on all attacks, saves, and skill checks.
Yes. It appears one of these rounds hit an important servo somewhere.
It was a glancing blow. And it's just and,
Yeah.
and the emergency systems kicked in and went repairs. And it's like fuck. Throw off my aim.
Does impaired mean you can't move, or it's
No,
a penalty?
It's
No,
just a
it's just a penalty. He can
so-
still do everything normally. It's just harder.
Can Maggie jump to his mech before he runs off?
No.
I mean,
No,
Is
you're
that-
out. You're in the
technic-
process. You're at the feet of your mech right now, on your way to run to Mizuchi.
so technically speaking, Maggie would have had her movement.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
your
no,
movement's
yeah.
what, 4? Isn't that what standard?
Pilot movement is, I believe, 4 standard. Yeah.
So yeah, you could be on the back of Mizuchi.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to think she doesn't even waste time getting down. She just reverses the polarity on the mag clamps, launches off a homestead, and flips them around and locks onto Mizuchi.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Where are you locked on at?
I would guess the back. I can't imagine Mizuchi was facing anywhere other than directly at these threats.
So between the jet engines.
I mean, she's probably climbed elsewhere. Where are you injured?
Everywhere.
All over. I've been shot and stabbed all over.
What joint was it that just got shot out?
Oh, that would have been the arm because I raised the arm to defend against the shots. So the left arm has been
Right, so she's probably on your upper arm at this point, crawling towards the joint.
cool. So you are deafened by the
You are
roar of
probably
jet
unaware of
engines. Exactly. as I'm going to boost. Just over the
God
comms.
damn it!
Over the comms. That one's mine.
You're
You son of a bitch! I had this covered.
And
you're the bulldog in X-Men Apocalypse, where you're just getting carried by Quicksilver, and you're just like boost
so-
forward.
initiative to take any quick action is another free action, so I'm going to boost again. I'm going to.
Well, you only moved 4, didn't you?
I moved 5.
You have a standard movement.
I have moved at a 5.
Yep.
My speed is
Yeah,
5.
you have a standard move though. You don't
Yeah.
have to boost yet.
No. I just moved 5, and now I'm using my free action to boost. I didn't mean boost again. I just
Okay.
meant boost. Like 1, 2.
Oh, because you want your barrage. Okay.
Yeah, because I want my barrage. So move,
Okay.
initiative to boost, barrage, chain axes.
All right, chain axes it is. So one
I'll be
second.
right back.
Yep.
I like the idea of. So the GIF format in this futuristic setting is .omif, and I like the idea that Maggie told him to fuck off, and he opened fire anyway. And then someone, probably Maggie, but maybe Sparky, just forwards to his cockpit that you have chosen death. .omif. It's just the Gandalf or the Saruman. So you have chosen death.
And as you
So the boosters fire as I slide across the thing, and Ma is holding on for dear life, and the chain axes just drag along the floor, causing like tearing a gouge path in the floor as I go, and just both of them come up to intercept the mech.
Okay. Yeah, and as you enter there, you can see another mech seems to have just left these doors over here, off to the left side.
Oh.
On the other side of the meat processing plant that you guys are currently fighting in.
That was actually going to be one of my questions. Are they being harvested for food, or are there chemical components or things like that?
From what you can see, it looks like most of the Tordrakes actually have, they're missing parts of the rocky scales.
So that's a -1 to hit it.
Yeah, that misses.
Reliable 2. I still do 2 damage.
Okay. That is...
That's a 2. I rolled a 4 both times. This is the game where I just can't roll.
Every game needs Jeremy. I'm kidding.
You are the Jeremy for this game.
So that's another reliable 2.
Love you, Jeremy. If you're watching, ever. Let's see.
Fuck it.
Where did that...
My character and I are both mad at this game. Overcharge.
Okay.
One more swing.
I won. Ah, neat.
There's where it pays off.
Did a total of 6 damage.
No, he hasn't made the attack yet.
Oh wait, no.
Was that your first or second overcharge?
That was my second overcharge.
Okay, yeah.
I've done 2 and 2 so far. I haven't actually rolled the third attack.
Okay.
Hey!
That time I
Hey.
roll something fucking decent.
17 hits.
I need to get my hands on the
For 6
talent.
damage.
6 damage. Are your chain axes AP?
No, they're not.
No, they just shred if he crits with them.
Okay.
Which I don't crit because the difficulty takes that below a 20, but...
Yep.
Although,
So-
wait, do you crit on a natural 20 regardless of what the result is?
No, yeah,
it has to be
critical
20 or
hits are
more.
20 or above.
Okay, yeah.
20 or above.
The brutal talent doesn't care what the result is as long as you rolled a natural 20.
So,
And
let's
the
see.
brutal talent is fucking baller. Because it's when you roll a natural 20, you just deal max damage. Period. End of sentence.
Well, I did deal max damage there.
Yeah, but that was out of luck rather than just because you rolled a natural 20.
All
So
right.
that's a total of 10 damage.
Okay. All right. Well, and yeah, you saw this guy down here.
Over the comms, there's another one.
All right, the one that is currently engaged with the Regan Leaf now. Is going to fire at the Regan Leaf.
I still have soft cover.
You get soft cover from the person you're adjacent to.
Yes, it's the combined arms talent, and it's as long as you are engaged, you have soft cover because you
Okay,
are
yeah.
basically the premise is that you are using them as cover by basically shoving their body in the way of things or just ducking around them in close combat.
Okay, all right. Let's see. So it's just a straight 15. I'm assuming hits.
It does. I'm going to brace.
I did not roll the difficulty, so hang on.
Oh yeah, roll a difficulty. Although I think you still hit me no matter what, even if you roll a 6. Yeah, you hit me.
14. So you take.
I'm gonna brace.
Brace. Okay, so you take 10 points of AP kinetic.
So brace.
5 points.
I gain resistance to the next attack. Take 5.
Which is the attack that hit that triggers it.
So that is going to take me down a structure. I'm going to roll a d6. Take the first structure damage. 5. I also take a glancing blow.
So you're impaired?
Yeah, I'm impaired to the end of my next turn.
Oh, I'm not impaired.
Okay. Yay. Regularly, unfortunately, is. We take that off
And
you.
I go back to full and then take the remaining 4.
Let's see.
Does it spill over?
Yeah. He's gonna.
Yes,
he's
it
gonna
does spill
try.
over.
He's gonna try. 1, 2, 3.
That's why there are a number of talents that help you avoid spillover damage, or a number of like core bonuses.
And he attempts to get away from you, so you can.
No, I had to use my reaction to
okay.
brace.
All right, then yeah, no, he gets away. So that's the end of his turn.
We've all gone, so what's the other NPC?
Yep. This one can't move very fast, so 1, 2,
Gotta
3.
get better at firing.
Four.
Because we've killed one enemy this round, and that's not a good number.
Yeah, we're still getting used to the system and
No, I know.
each other.
I mean, you're the one that ran off to the extra target.
Oh, absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
Let's see.
That's me, the player,
Like,
not me, the character.
we have 3 targets that we focus fired. Like the 2 that are up here are very low health, presumably.
No, I should have gone after the guy at the very top, but I got shot at by new fuckers. Like,
All right, that's as far as they go.
I made the
Well, no, he.
wrong tactical choice, but the
Yeah, NPCs don't get to boost as a quick action. Correct?
the boosting
I
as
do
a
I don't
not-
believe
let
they
me
do unless.
double check. Non-player characters.
They
They can
Oh, they
boost,
can.
yeah. They can boost.
Is it still.
It's
Quick
still a
action.
quick action. It's still a quick action, yes.
Okay, so yeah.
Notably, NPCs can't overcharge or brace and don't heal or clear conditions when they stabilize. That's why they
Okay.
have hunker. That's why some of them have hunker
Yeah.
down, because they have
Yeah.
an equivalent to brace.
Okay, so then he will quick action boost. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3.
Some tier 3
Four.
assault mechs to deal with. Ugh.
Let's see. And
He's bad.
this one is also in various states of disrepair. As it comes in, you can see that it has what look like deep gouges across various parts of armor. Some parts aren't even armored, but they do appear to be working. And let's see. How far? So unfortunately, you're the only one within range, but you get soft cover because you're on the other side of this thing.
Yep.
So no problem.
Let's see if that thing we were talking about happens today, Cody.
Negative
Apparently
2.
not. Not with a -2.
Nope, not with a -2. Wow. Holy shit. Nice. Okay, his gun jams for a second, and you just see him go. You hear unintentionally, maybe some of the electronics are broken, but over their external comms, you hear, "Son of a bitch, mother!" And they literally just take their gun and beat it against the Tor Drake for a second, and then pull the lever back and readjust. That's their turn.
All right. I would like to take the first turn here because I need to prepare myself before I get shot more.
Works for me.
So I'm going to move over here. I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to stabilize. Actually, before I stabilize, I'm going to overcharge. Yeah, I accidentally clicked bookmarks to take me off this page. How dare you? So first, I'm gonna overcharge. Take 1d3 heat. 2 heat. And I'm going to attack this guy in front of me with my charge blade. It's going to be with difficulty, 1 difficulty, 1 grit, 15.
That hits. Which one?
That's the one that I'm next to.
The guy that just showed up.
Yeah. Well, no, the guy who's injured, the guy who took the big shot from the howitzer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
5 AP damage. 5 energy damage that is AP, if that matters.
You destroy him.
Good. Then I will move my last movement space and go over here. And then I will go ahead and stabilize, and I will spend 1 repair to refill to maximum and reload all my loading weapons.
Now it's an NPC.
All right. Valkyrie's done. NPC turn. Let's see.
Plethora of options.
I do. This guy down here is going to...
Which guy down where?
The one that you're currently fighting.
Okay.
He's going to take a couple steps back to here.
Overwatch.
Yep, go for it. Try to put
actually,
some distance between
I'm
you and those
going
axes.
I'm actually going shoot at him with my thermal pistol using my flex mount, which will then let me hunter step to keep up next to him.
Okay.
Yes, because you get to also make the auxiliary.
Yeah, because then I can also make the exit. First, the thermal pistol. And +1 accuracy because of... No, it's just because it's a CQB weapon that's within range 3. It's within threat 3. That one I crit on.
Jesus. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's just 2 because it doesn't roll dice. It's just 2 energy damage. But then
2 energy.
Then I go to... So there's just a beam lances out from the back of the hand that's holding the chain axe. And then the chain axe drops and it tethers to the side as an energy... As a segment knife whips out and I lunge forward. The stab with the segment knife.
Yep.
Well,
that hits.
For another 2 energy damage. Oh wait, no, hang on, overkill. Any die that lands on a 1 causes the attacker to take 1 heat and is then re-rolled. Let's do that one again. 3 energy damage, not 2.
3.
Oh, right, yeah, segment knife.
Yep.
It has overkill.
All right. Yeah, as you slash at him, he uses the last 2 bits of movement that he's got. Because he can move 4. And we'll... God, I always forget to use Hunker Down. Anyways. Yeah, no, he's going to fire again.
He couldn't have moved. He couldn't have kept moving if you.
Yeah, that's true.
Pilots don't get Overwatch if they're out of their mechs, right?
Not on mechs.
No.
You do, because you have weapons that can damage mechs. But that said, I don't know if you would qualify being on the... not being in your own space.
Right.
What's the Overwatch on your weapon?
I don't think. I mean, realistic. That was more of an academic question.
Like, if
yeah, it kind of depends. If you're focused on patching,
yeah,
rather than like if you were jockeying and firing off the back of it.
Yeah, she is in no way braced to fire.
Okay.
So,
yeah, but like theoretically, if you're a pilot on the ground, you do get to Overwatch.
So yeah, now he's gonna fire. Five misses. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah. It's his turn.
Yeah. You.
Ah, fuck! I was gonna.
I just looked at the. The combat page for a pilot, for a dismounted pilot, and you do have Overwatch, so you are in my space, so it does count.
Yeah.
If you wanted to Overwatch.
I mean, I guess if I can get off a shot.
Yeah, you can be in the middle of patching, see it starting to get away, and then be like, "Oh no, you don't."
Maggie crawls up onto your shoulder, and goes, "Oni, this is your conscience speaking. You're an idiot," and opens fire at the escaping mech. That's the little angel on your shoulder.
And then, so the fighting as a pilot in combat, I believe.
They don't hear it because you're not on comm.
He's real loud though.
Yeah, but I'm not actually in the head of the mech.
It's just gonna add your grit.
Yeah.
You're like
that's +1.
You're like yelling at the head of the mech, but Oni's in like the torso cavity. So
nice.
like...
That definitely hits.
All right, and it is. I'm pretty sure it's flat, but it's a.
It's some kind. It's one of the signatures.
Okay, it's 4. Yeah, it's a heavy signature. It's 4 variable.
So 4 of a damage type that you chose when you took the weapon, either energy, kinetic, or explosive.
Oh, yeah, fair. It's a.
If it's a gun, it's probably just kinetic.
Yeah, it's a big, like minigun.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like the Colonial Marine rifle.
So you hear off your left shoulder, "Oni, it's your conscience. You're an idiot." And then you hear a clunk clunk as a minigun gets leveled and on your shoulder, and then you hear
the external comms. My consciousness sounds a lot like Maw.
All right. But that's their turn. It's one of your guys' turns.
I keep forgetting to give people leadership dice when I intend to.
Is dude gonna shoot at me?
He already did. He missed.
Oh, that's right. He missed.
With the...
As I look up.
Well.
What's the evasion for a pilot? No.
Their evasion.
Yep.
Well, pilot's evasion is 10 baseline.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Someone else want to go since the person that I'm about to attack is already gone.
Well.
So yeah, Sparky, Oni, or Maw.
See if Sparky, you want to see if you can take out someone that hasn't gone yet up there.
Yeah, could do.
Not the one next to the Regan Leaf, because that's giving a Regan Leaf soft cover.
Yeah. All right. So I am going to start off by using my core power.
Power up.
Yeah, this is probably the place to use it if you didn't use it in the last fight.
I did not. So I'll use it now.
Hyperspec fuel injector. Rest of the scene, you gain +1 accuracy to all attacks, checks, and saves, and can take 1 And once per turn, you can boost as a.
Yep. So
Dope.
what's my speed? It is 4. Okay. So
What's the
I'm gonna
FSU
move.
button? Fuck shit up.
Fastest mountain in space.
Yeah.
And it is. It's the point in the show where the theme music begins to play again, but this time it's hype music in combat.
Can I move over a Tordrake corpse if I boost? Does that?
Yeah, if you boost because
I don't know the exact ruling on on what.
Well, do you
actually-
have either jump jets or a flight system?
I
Is the
do
question.
okay, yeah, no. If it was in low gravity, yes. If you want, you can make an agility check to
To climb it.
try to smoothly traverse over a Tordrake corpse.
Sure. I do get 1 accuracy on it,
Yeah.
so I'll give it a shot. I add grit to this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You add grit to basically everything you do in mech combat.
7. I assume it's a failure.
It's not as smooth as you would have wanted. I'll say that you. Let's see. Where are you
Treated as
trying to go?
difficult terrain. I guess.
I want to get to the other side so I can shoot this gentleman in the back here.
Okay.
And that's within 7 spaces, which is
Yeah. I'll say
boosting plus
it'll
1.
take up. You only move the 7 spaces, but after that you can't move anymore. It uses up pretty much all your movement to get there.
That's fine.
You're able to do it, just not as quickly or efficiently as you had hoped.
That's fine. So boosting was a free action, so now I'm in range for at least 1 weapon.
Moidalize him.
Yeah, a handful of the scales on this Tordrake just peeled off when you stepped on, so you're like, ugh, and then climbed over.
Tordrakes are the medium-sized creatures that we were told about, right? Not the mountain ones.
No, those
No,
are
these
the mountain
are
ones.
these are the mountain ones.
Oh, boy.
These appear to be very either
Young, probably.
young or
Dead.
well, definitely dead, unless they're like Tarasques and eventually just heal, and then they'll walk out of here.
All
Like
right.
that was a shitty day.
Well, yeah, I may as well. I'm going to fire my silver lance
Okay.
at the one in the back. No signs of any cover, so 2 accuracy here.
Yep, he does not have cover from this one.
That's a crit.
Yep, that's a crit.
2d6, keep 1. Plus how much? 2. All right.
It would still be a crit, but it's actually a 21 rather than a 22 because you accidentally kept both of those d6s for your accuracy.
No, I had 2 accuracy.
Yeah, but accuracy doesn't roll both.
Oh,
It keeps the
right.
highest.
Whoops.
But it would have been a
How about that?
21 anyway, which is still a crit.
Always
Yeah.
forget that. All right, so that's 6 explosive damage on that one.
6 explosive damage.
And I will
He will hunker down.
use. That's fine.
Yep.
I will use my another quick action. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to barrage to use the bolt nexus on the same target. 9.
That also hits.
All right, takes 1 energy and is marked. And then I will overcharge.
Okay.
Everyone's doing the thing I did.
This
I
is your
take
second
3 heat.
overcharge? Yep.
To apply Dominion's Breath to Regan Leaf.
Thank you.
Okay.
How much overshield is that?
1.
All right, I got a 1 point overshield.
Fun.
Alright. That I'm assuming is the end of your turn?
Yes, that's all I can do.
Okay. Which one is this? This is number 3. This one is number 6. Yeah, number 3 is going to go because he just got fucked up. So, Yeah, he's going to actually. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Where is this? Yeah, no, he's gonna move up to here. Try to get a little bit of soft cover. Scrunch up next to his buddy and fire at you, Sparky.
All right. Just for reference, could you please mark the one that I've hit with the bolt nexus,
Yes.
just so I know which one to shoot it at next time, if he survives.
Yeah, because I think Homestead is still under barrage orders, so
Yeah.
On Maw's turn, it's just going to fire the howitzer again.
I'm assuming at the nearest target.
Well, no.
It can't fire the howitzer because the howitzer has to be reloaded. So
Okay.
it's going to be, I mean, marginally better. It's going to be the
mortar,
bolt cannon and the mortar.
Oh yeah.
Because it was under barrage orders for the farthest targets. So
farthest targets. Okay, so
yeah, it was told to shoot at the guys at the back. So
nice. Yeah. Good thing they know. But yeah, it's gonna fire you.
So it also will not steal regular soft cover.
Yeah. 12. I'm assuming hits.
Yes.
You take 10 points of kinetic AP.
Yeah, I would like to brace against that.
Okay.
Brace.
Half
of that.
Okay, so I take half.
And next, and if you click the question mark on.
Yep.
All the other things that you can't do anymore.
Difficulty can only take 1 quick action next turn.
Also, it remembers that, and on your once you end turn and it takes you to your next turn, it limits the things you can do. Compcon system is really good.
Your turn. Yeah. All right. One of your guys' turns.
Oh, you want to take it?
I think the last one left is
Ma.
Well, no, I haven't gone yet either.
But... Well, no, Oni still has to go. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'm letting
Oni
Maul
just
go.
used a reaction.
I'm letting Maul go because my guy has already gone, so Maul can potentially kill more people before they take another turn.
Yeah. Maggie herself crawls back down the arm, sort of cursing and grumbling to herself, and is going to try to do some field repair work.
Okay.
I'm going to roll. Do I roll hack? I guess I roll 20 and apply my hack skill to it.
For patching.
Have an item for this also?
Yeah, that's the weird thing about this system. Patching is
part of stabilize. It's a full action.
No, patching is repairing. The skill patch is repairing humans. It's medical stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Which I always forget. It's a hack is the one that's used to repair things, and hack terminals, and do anything mechanical.
But you have
piloting combat.
You can.
Yeah. Well, probably not. Then that's a 6. I mean, I have I do have a what is it? The nanite spray. Not the nanite spray. No, you know what? I have a patch, but that's first aid.
Yeah, that's for people.
Yeah. So yeah.
What is it that I think I have then? I thought I was taking like an actual repair kit.
Why can't I?
I can't see anything here that's.
There's got to be something that's a repair kit, right? I'm looking through it. I don't see anything either. Corrective is a healing thing. Patch is a healing thing. Stiff.
Yeah, there are no repair kits for.
Yeah, no. You typically do repairs either with another mech, I think, or with your own mech.
Yeah, that's why the Lancaster is so good, because it can spend its repair charges on other people's men.
Yeah, I think, yeah, because it looks like the only thing you can do as a pilot is boost, hide, search, activate, do a skill check, disengage, prepare something, or mount and overwatch.
God damn it.
And the
So,
you have
so right now you're jockeying on.
I guess I've just come along for the ride then.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, you can take a shot at the other mech.
Yeah, you can shoot. You can still.
You've diversified your attack options at the very least.
Yeah.
Are you hi Oni, you gonna go over there and charge at this son of a bitch again?
I mean, unless you put him down with your little pew
Yeah.
pew gun.
Does it look that badly injured?
You're muted, Cody.
Yeah, it's because my dogs were freaking out. Let me just check to see which one this is. Numero 5. Pretty hurt. He's definitely smoking, and there's a couple of small fires that haven't been put out yet.
Who knows? Maybe you can take him out entirely with your heavy signature.
Which needs to be reloaded.
Yeah.
And that is
I'll
the
tell you
ordnance
what.
tag.
She racks the minigun and pulls out again. I apologize. I had built this character around the concept of
No worries.
stuff.
We're all new.
So
We're all new to this. Okay.
She pulls out the giant goddamn. I had pictured it as like a huge wrench. Now it's just a big fucking like grav hammer, and she goes, "All right, Oni, I tell you what, you charge at this thing, and when we get close enough, I'll show you some shit. I'm gonna hold my action on Mags until Oni charges. But the homestead is gonna continue, or rather, the
Their
doodle
barrage.
is gonna continue barrage. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, nanite spray is a spray paint that can be applied to any surface. It's invisible to the naked eye, but able to transmit simple messages or small data packets when scanned.
She uses nanite spray. Oni, you're a fucking moron. It's a 10 on the this one here. What? God damn it!
That hits.
Skips around. And then the mortar would hit the one next to it as well. So I'll roll for that hit.
Yep. The one up top is going to hunker down. The other one down below cannot.
That's a 4 anyway, so that's a miss.
Yeah, that one misses.
Okay.
Does that have reliable?
I don't think the mortar does. Hold on.
I don't think so either.
I left my
It does
I left my mech screen because I was trying to figure out what the patch thing did.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it doesn't. Just has working.
Yeah, just so.
The recommendation that I would give to you if you want to try and be like the out of your mech support style is the talent that I have, which is called Black Thumb, which is in Long Rim.
Sure. I don't want to overlap with you. I'm not going to do it mid-session. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, but I just point out Black Thumb useful for more than one person.
You know, don't worry about overlapping on talents, because we're gonna overlap on talents at some point.
Okay. So anyway, so that's a hit. It still has thumper loaded in the mortar because I haven't fired the mortar yet. It's explosive damage 1d6 plus 1.
You hit damage the guy that just got to the fight. 6 points of damage.
No, it was the one that hit was on. Damn it! I don't know why it keeps jumping around. That
This
one
guy right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't been hit yet. So.
Oh, okay, fair. All right. So, 6 points of damage, and he gets blown back 1 space, knockback.
Let's see, top or bottom? Up here or over here?
I would say to that one, because if it's if he's trying to hit both of them, he's gonna
yeah.
In the middle.
Okay.
And then it's gonna take a shot with the assault cannon if it can reach anything, just because that's the orders it had.
Its range is what? How long?
It's 8, so I think it may be out of range. Yeah, everything else
Just out of range.
Fires anyway.
Yeah. Fires on a Tor Drake. Let's see. All right, so that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
All right.
But I'm keep in mind I'm holding my pilot action until Oni moves.
All right.
To swing the hammer.
Well, yes, and some other things.
So the reason that this one, didn't take any damage is because the homestead aimed a little, not too well, but instead of arcing it over, it just caught the top of it, and ended up hitting it directly with the mortar and knocking it back. And now this one up here, the one that just got hit, is going to go. Wait, which one is this? Yeah, no, the one that's in Regan Leaf engaged with Regan Leaf is going to go, because they need to. Yep. Yeah, he's just going to level and fire.
I've got soft cover. I don't know if this guy's reloaded his bullets.
He has not, as far as you can tell. Let's see.
Is this a wall, or is it something that could go over top?
That is a wall.
Is there any reason it's still blanked out now that we've seen both sides of it?
Yeah, I forgot to unblank it.
And because it's a wall.
And because it's a wall. Does a 15, I'm assuming, still hits?
It does, indeed.
So you take 6 points of kinetic damage.
All right.
And that triggers Dominion's Breath.
Oh yes, I dropped to 10 actually, and then it gets impaired. And zap for 1.
Well, it has to make a save.
Oh yeah, make a save, yeah.
It takes 1 AP energy damage and then needs to make an engineering save.
Engineering save.
Thank you.
What's the save?
11.
It fails. So it's now impaired?
Yes, until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
What's the save? Doesn't matter, it failed.
Yeah. What's the save? Too hard for it to make. All right. Oni, it's your turn.
From the shoulder, Ma can hear the sound of
Highway to the Danger Zone.
No, the sound of classic pre-space flight rock music turning on in the cockpit of the Mizuchi.
So I was right.
Yeah, Highway to the Danger Zone.
It's more punk rock than Highway to the Danger.
Yeah.
I'm
trying
to think
this
of.
is only our second mission. You can't burn any way you want it now.
No, I'm trying to think of. I can't even think of the lyrics to the song that I'm thinking of, but it's like a song that's featured on like Tony Hawk Pro Skater. But yeah, you just hear this like punk rock music coming out from the middle of the Mizuchi as I rush forward to the sky.
All right.
I wonder if I know which one you mean.
So
all I can think of is the chorus is like, I can't even think of the lyrics. I just know it goes, like the rhythm is da 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 da.
Okay, yeah, it's not the one I was thinking of.
I can't think of the song, and it's driving me slightly batty.
Sounds vaguely familiar. Vaguely.
Do you remember which pro skater it was in?
I do not.
But
I feel like it's like. I feel like it's Blur. Like it's not a Blur song. I feel like it's a I feel like it's a Dead Kennedy song, maybe, but I don't think it's Police
Well,
Truck.
the only Dead Kennedy song on Pro Skater 1 was Police Truck.
I don't think it's Police Truck. I just can't think of what it is. It doesn't matter. you know the gist of what I'm going for. Anyways, so
Go ahead and make your attack.
Maw's attack goes off.
Oh yeah, Mog, you can go first.
Yeah, as Oni pushes forward, Ma is gonna brace herself. Again, leap off using the, reversing the pull of the mag boots. Where is the cockpit on this thing?
So based on the ones that you guys fought earlier on the asteroid, because these are the same pattern mechs as the ones on the asteroids, or on the asteroid, generally towards the torso area.
And is it's not at all visible from the outside, right?
No, it's completely covered. They're size 1 mechs, just like the Everests.
All right.
So they're fairly big.
And as she's running over again, just shouting, not on comms at all, but just shouting out loud. You remember what I said in there? Time to open up this can of dog food. And they'll land on it and start pounding where she's pretty sure the cockpit is.
So are you fighting it or are you jockeying it?
Can I jockey it to try to open the cockpit?
I mean, so one of the effects of jockeying is you can either distract, impair, and slow, or shred, deal 2 heat, or damage it and just deal straight 4 kinetic damage.
Yeah, I just want to try to open it up.
Or damage.
Okay. So let's see.
I roll an attack, right?
No, actually, I mean, if you shred it, if you apply the shredded condition to it, I will deal more damage to it.
It's not the shredded condition,
Oh, is
unfortunately.
it not? Oh, damn.
No,
Nope.
shred just deals 2 heat and to the mech by ripping it, wiring, paneling, and so on.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna attack it and try
Yeah,
to.
so you don't even need to make a roll. You
Swing
just
him.
deal 4.
Yeah, no, you do
deal 4
just
kinetic.
straight 4 kinetic damage.
Well, to jockey someone, you do have to make a skill test, or you can just take the fight and attack them with your hammer for whatever the damage of the hammer is.
Yeah, and doing that is not an attack roll, right?
No, you're smaller than the mech, and it is literally, it's impossible to miss if you're on it. But yeah, so it'll just do.
That's
So
not-
fight is
damage.
fight is an attack roll, and jockey is a skill check. Basically, is the difference. Like if you choose to fight, you're attacking them with the melee weapon against their evasion.
So it's
And
still
if
a
you
D20.
choose,
So you can either attack, maybe miss, or not get a direct hit, or you can do
jockey,
for-
which is a skill check,
yeah,
which will
will let you do straight damage.
Yeah, which
So,
is your skill check using your grit or relevant trigger against the mech's hull, and if you win, you get to just straight 4 kinetic damage to it, etc.
Yeah, 3 in this case because it's the hammer. But
Well, no, 4
Uh,
because it's the
the jockey
jockeying
act.
ability.
Yeah, if you choose to jockey, you specifically get to deal 4 damage to it because you're targeting joints and hatches and so on.
yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, all right. Sorry, I misunderstood. So yeah, that being the case, I think I'll take the jockey action.
They make a contested hull check.
Yeah, they make a hull check. You make a regular skill check using either your grit or a relevant skill if you think you have one.
You're the
I
Chihuahua
have
chasing
hack,
person.
I have hacker fix, and I also have take control.
I imagine hack would be relevant because it's you're affecting the mech.
If you're trying to know where to bash
Yeah.
to break this mech.
Well,
Yeah, I'll say that applies.
can I pop open the cockpit then?
We will see
Well,
in
no,
a
you're
moment.
just dealing damage to it.
Well, I know, but depending on how much damage I do.
Yeah,
Oh, it's tied.
it's a
Ooh.
tie.
It's a tie.
What happens?
Okay.
That's right?
What happens to?
Yeah,
Uh,
player wins. I say it. Player
Alright,
wins.
There we go.
Fair enough.
So yeah, you crack. So
Just
you
4
do 4
kinetic
points of damage, and you are actually on the it. So as you run forward, yelling, about to open up this can of dog food, you actually jump up, reverse the polarity on your mag boots, and start running up its legs. And you can see Oni that it's backing up, like when somebody has a spider on them and they're trying to get it off, and he goes to swipe, but doesn't have an arm, just has the rifle, and that's aimed at you. So you see the servos on the side start to whir and stuff, like if the arm was there. And then Ma, you run up and just slam it in the torso with the hammer, and you big dent, and then the plating actually starts to fall off, and you can see about a 3-inch just section all the way to the cockpit, and you can see the pilot in there, and they are like, "What the fuck?" And yeah, that's your turn. You hear him yell, "What the fuck?"
Here's Maggie.
So is the mech still up then?
Yes.
All right, so I will now take my.
I would
literally just barely.
Just for clarity's sake, I would like to paint the picture. It's not that she jumped down, ran over to it, and ran up it. She's reversing polarity from on Mizuchi as it runs forward. So it's not like a spider running up its leg. It's like someone runs up to you and throws a spider at you.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Spiders.
There's a spider on your face. Oh no!
Here's a mech fight. Surprise human.
Exactly.
Prize human.
Instead of pocket sand, it's pocket
human.
Pocket maw. All
Oh
right.
my god.
All right.
Awesome. Oni.
Right. I have a mech. Hang on.
Yeah. You're in a mech.
I'm just gonna take the skirmish. Hit it with one chain axe. I'm
Okay.
gonna see if I can just pop this can open a little bit more.
Are you really tempting your luck?
Yes. 9 hit it.
9 hits.
Hey!
Hey.
Yep, 9 hits.
3 damage.
That is literally. And the axe embed as you're like eyeballing the pilot in there, Ma, and you hear him go, "What the fuck?" And they're looking at you. You watch as an axe just buries into the cockpit.
Chain axe. Sawing down.
You can see a mess inside now.
Some of it
and
sprays out through the hole onto you.
No, that's oil. All the viscera is contained in the cockpit.
Good.
But it does just lock in place and just start to stand there, or
I put a boot up onto the mech, both to give Ma a chance to get back on the Mizuchi and also to pry the axe out of it.
The cockpit is well and truly wrecked, right? Mag couldn't get in at this point and drive it around.
You could get in. Whether the controls are usable, you'd have to actually take a look and peek inside.
Okay.
Once the axe is removed.
My wager's probably not.
First off, they're covered in all manner of things. And second, you almost certainly don't have the credentials to pilot this one specifically.
That's a question. I don't know, because like the piloting a mech you're not licensed for is mostly for Lancer mechs. I don't know how it works piloting an NPC mech.
I'm gonna say
Same way.
works pretty much the same way. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's major penalties for trying to pilot a mech you're not licensed for.
Yeah.
So I will.
Okay. That's actually okay. So if that happens and it's in a
Well, actually,
pirate's mech, how would it get reported?
Well, no, it's not that it gets reported. It's that it's the systems themselves don't function.
Oh, you mean
Your license? Your license is your.
Fine. I'm sorry.
Your license is your key to the car, and without
Right.
the license, you're hot wiring it, and so it doesn't function.
This is just again my brain. When you said there are major penalties, I was like, oh man, I got a letter from the DMV,
No, not that kind.
Department of Mechanized Vehicles.
Yeah, I will scoop Maw up so that Maw is not left behind on this running back to Homestead.
So wait, pilots can move at a rate of 4, right?
Yes, pilots are just as fast as the regular Everest.
Pilots are just as fast as this mech as well.
But not as fast as me.
Nope, not as fast as you.
So I went 1, 2.
Because you have higher agility, yeah.
Yeah. 3, 4.
And come on, Maul's not gonna run. You all have met Maul.
Boost. 1, 4, 5. All right, I'm about to give them one hell of a surprise from behind.
I feel like Ray Ray.
All right, so that is the end of your turn.
She takes her helmet off, shakes out her hair.
Let's see, I believe this is who? Nope, not that guy. One got knocked back. He's the last one.
The only one left is the one who's been kind of shell-shocked.
Yep, and he is going to, now that he's been knocked into a prime position, he's going to fire at the Regan Leaf.
Over the cover, and then into my cover. Does double soft cover create hard cover?
No, it's this guy right here.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
That's firing. So you just have the one soft cover.
Yeah. Miss me.
Plus.
Stop hitting me.
There you
Good.
go.
There you go.
Ask and ye shall
Stop
receive.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Wait, no, not like that.
I kind of feel like I probably should have taken the Lancaster now. Nobody ever stays put for me to guard, so the Drake's not going to do any good.
The good thing is, whenever you get a new license level, you can swap any existing levels of one license you have with another. So when you take your second level, when you get your second license level, you can swap the one Drake license you with the Lancaster and go straight to Lancaster 2 if you want.
And they're going to move to right there.
Thank you.
Pirate Lancaster.
Mostly to get soft cover away from Sparky. So that is their turn.
Like if I suddenly decided, you know what, I want to run the Atlas first, I could swap the one level of Blackbeard I've got
that you've got
for Atlas and go straight to Atlas 2 as well.
All right, go ahead and who wants to go first?
I would like to go.
Aw, I want to come around and get this guy in the ass.
Oh, I'm going to hit him in the face on my turn.
So.
Raising, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
First off, I'm going to overcharge. I'm going to roll a d6 heat. I very much reactor stress myself.
Like, it worked when Oni did it.
No. This is very intentional. I knew I was going to take something for this.
So you take what, 5 heat?
Power plant. I am exposed until I take the action to remove the condition. That's fine. Things are about to die. I had 2 heats, so I go straight up to full heat and then back down to 1. So first
starting on things.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
First I'm gonna skirmish the guy next to me.
Okay.
I have no accuracy. Static bonus 11.
That hits.
Roll 1d3 plus 3. 4 AP damage to this guy.
Check to see which one this is.
Oh, wait. I can't because I braced. Dang.
4 AP?
Yes.
Ooh.
Just have skirmish.
Destroyed.
Good. And then this fucker. with the cyclone repeater.
Okay. Did you reload that?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, you stabilized last. Yeah, you stabilized last turn. That hits.
Fuck you. 12 damage.
Yeah. Also, Swiss cheese. He had not that many hit points left.
I could go straight into the Tokugawa.
As the Regan Leaf just sort of brings the charge blade around and just digs it backhanded into the mech behind her, and then just levels the rifle and unloads it again until it starts steaming again. Listen, we told you that you had the chance to back down. And then she
One
will.
second. Go ahead and finish your attack.
Do you have any guns that you can use right now, Larimar? Or are you going to have to stabilize?
I
Can't
can
stabilize.
use the Bolt Nexus.
Okay, so that's
Because
the only thing
I
you
get
can
one
use right
quick action.
now. Yeah.
That's literally it.
Mizuchi, how's your speed?
5.
You can.
I can get to
probably
that guy.
get there.
Oh
Quickly.
yeah. Oh no. I can.
I will.
I fly to
check and make
face.
sure this just requires you to be able to hear me rather than see me. Yeah, any allied PC you can communicate with. All right, so I will. Oni, please eliminate the last of our stray friends, and I will give you a leadership die.
Sorry about that.
End of the
I gave
round.
Oni a leadership die to kill the last straggler, and that's the end of my turn.
All right. All right. End of Valkyrie's turn. The only guy that's left. Yeah. He's going to try. 1, 2. No, 1. And he's going to try to shoot the Reagan Leaf.
He doesn't want to get, hard cover away from the sniper by going, like, over here. I'm over there yet?
Ooh. Did you take a structure damage, Valkyrie?
Yes, and I'm also currently exposed. I am a
you
large target right now.
Yeah. They're gonna shoot at the most fucked up thing. Happens to be the Reagan Leaf. So you have your soft cover.
I don't actually, unless he's firing.
Oh yeah, no, you don't.
Unless you count the bit of the Tordrake that he's firing over.
No, he will move there so that
Damn it.
there is no soft cover. Oh, is that?
I mean, you can still get there. You just got to boost.
Yeah, which means I only get 1 attack.
10?
That'll hit me.
Okay. You only take 4 points, 6 points of kinetic damage.
I will brace. Because that would have been another structure damage gone.
Yeah, that would have been 12 damage.
Oh, yeah, so then 12. So, yeah, if you're going to brace, it'll go down to 6.
Yeah, back down to 6.
Okay. Yeah, and there are alarms blaring right now just because you're exposed. Not so much that you've taken a whole lot of damage, some of it self-inflicted, but yeah. All right, that's the end of their turn.
The Reagan Leaf, all the cracks inside the armor around the chest are currently glowing orange because of the reactor temperature. And there's a massive fuel rod, that yellow panel in the chest is opened up and there's just a fuel rod extended out of it because the reactor's exposed. Yours, presumably.
Sparky's, Oni's, or Ma's.
Yeah.
Kill it, Oni. I gave you the order.
Sparky has a guaranteed hit, so let's have Sparky go first, bro.
Yeah, I may as well. Yes, I will.
If the guaranteed 3 damage will kill it.
Yes, I will quite happily raise the hand, manifest the staff, fire the Bolt Nexus.
All right.
3 damage.
3 AP?
I don't.
No, just 3.
No, it's just reliable 3.
Okay.
But yes, that's all I can do for this turn.
Reliable 3 on a weapon that doesn't roll dice for damage, so 3 damage.
All right. So that's Sparky's turn.
Okay. So if that didn't kill it, then I'll go.
It did not.
1.
It is also
5.
sparking and struggling.
Do I dare? Overcharge.
I feel like, yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like that's a question that answered itself just in how you asked it. Wow,
That's 6 heat.
that's
fine.
straight to reactor damage.
Another reactor damage. Yep.
Rolling 2d6 and taking the lowest of the two.
And no, I roll 1d6 per point of reactor stress.
Yeah, which is now your second one. So you roll 2d6 and take the lowest of the two.
No,
Unless
both of
you
them
roll
get
double
applied.
ones.
Both of them get applied.
No, you take the lowest of the two.
I'm down to.
I've read this
I'm
many a
down
time.
to 2 reactor strain.
Yeah.
This is saying
You
both
take
of them.
you roll
let me
you
just
roll a
2d6.
d6 for each one.
I'm just gonna do what the thing says, and we'll see what happens. It doesn't matter because emergency
Why only
shot.
lets you click one?
Cooling system has recovered and maintained peak levels. However, you repaired until the.
Okay, so
I'm
you have
impaired again,
+1 difficulty.
but I get to boost again. One, two.
Yeah, like both structure damage and reactor stress both work as you roll a d6 per point of stress marked, and then you take the lowest result. There is, however, both of them have a massive penalty if you roll multiple ones. Both of which are basically your mech is going to be destroyed.
I was like, that's fine. Barrage. Firing my pistol. Firing my pistol.
All right.
I have an accuracy which counteracts my impaired at the moment, because it's CQB within 3 spaces.
Okay.
Just 1. 11
That hits.
takes 2 energy
Yep,
damage,
that hits.
and
Okay.
I lunge in with my hunter's knife. 1d12, which also has 1 accuracy, which counteracts the difficulty. 17
That hits.
for 3 energy damage.
All right, that last one. Oops. As the segment knife extends from your mech, you drive it directly into the cockpit, and the mech just stops from the rear as they're still firing at the Regan Leaf. And you don't see anything come out the front, but when you pull it back out, it's slick with oil and coolant and human blood. And it stops moving.
Over the
Rifle drops
comms.
to the ground.
Got him.
And that, I think, is where we're going to end it for the night.
In the next 3 minutes,
Doesn't appear to be.
we get Ma back to the homestead and go rescue the envoy.
Yep. Yep. So, yeah. You guys can explore this place next time.
Right.
But yeah, as far as after you get Ma back to the homestead, there doesn't appear to be any other mechs left in the base. But yeah.
All right.
Say goodbye, everybody.
At least none coming to greet you.
Yeah. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.